let's briefly add one opportunity before we import several. Click here to add opportunity. Here you can select a contact. Choosing Bob will pre-populate his information. I'll double check to make sure we're in the sponsorships pipeline. And I want this stage to be the first, new lead. Let's give the opportunity a value, say $1,000, and the rest I'll leave as is. You might want to add one of your tags as well. So we had sponsorship potential earlier. I'll add that. Then I'll click create. And then we can close this. And we'll see our new lead in our pipeline. We can move this through the stages. And if you click and hold, you can see that we have closed lost, closed abandoned, and closed one down low. I'll bring this back to new lead. And let's import several more. Go up to the import button. You can import contacts and opportunities together, but for now, I'll just add opportunities. And I'll continue here. Then, like we did with contacts, we can take a look at the sample file. Click here to download that. And if I pull that up, we can see the types of information listed. Now, in this sample file, we can see a lot of contact information, and there's also existing opportunity IDs, which we don't have. So I've made a copy of this import CSV, and I've simplified it greatly to exclude some of the contact information. Let's look at my copy. So here, I'm going to let GoHighLevel determine the opportunity ID. I'll keep the opportunity name, but because I want to associate these opportunities with the current contacts that exist in the system already, with these emails, I needed to find these IDs. To do so, I opened up another tab of GoHighLevel, went to my contacts list, and if I wanted to see Bob's, for example, I could click on Bob, and this string of characters is the contact ID in the URL. This ends in MKP. If I close this and come back to my import sheet, that's Bob's ID there. I've kept the emails and have specified our sponsorships pipeline in pipeline ID and new lead in stage ID. I've populated the lead values and kept the statuses open. Let's use this sheet now. Back in GoHighLevel, I'll click to upload and select that new sheet. These are all new opportunities, so I'll click create as opposed to create an update or update. Then I'll click next. And then we want to map our data. So we'll go through, and remember, we'll have more columns in our sheet than we'll actually import. These look good. I'm going to select pipeline here and stage here. If we scroll down, I'll skip this import and then check don't import data in unmapped columns. Then click next. Here on the verify step, we'll look at just the mapping that we've selected. I actually don't want to import this one either, so we can go back and remove followers. Double check one last time and then start the import. And after a minute or two, it looks like these have come through. I don't see opportunity 2, so let's refresh once more. And we can go to bulk actions and see if there are any errors. I'll go show stats. As suspected, there is an error for opportunity 2. I'll click error, and it looks like this was a duplicate. And if we check my file, that makes sense, as we already had a test opportunity for Bob. Let's go back and close this. In the future, you may want to allow multiple opportunities per contact. Let me show you that setting real quick. Come down to settings, then scroll down to objects, and then opportunities. Here's the setting that will allow you to do that. In our case, we got an error because Bob is in the same pipeline. I'll check this for the future and click save. Now let's go back, and in our opportunities tab, we can move a few of these through the pipeline. One thing that I mentioned showing you earlier, if we come back up and go to dashboard, I'll close this and zoom out. We'll start to see much more useful information as our opportunities move through their deal stages.